Hey everybody! The word money, that invokes some powerful emotions. And I should know because it's the topic of conversation in several groups that I belong to right now. And I'm seeing all of the emotion that rises with it. In fact, it's one of the reasons that prompted me to do last week's Facebook Live video. If you don't already follow me on Facebook, first of all, you should. Secondly, I do a Tip Tuesday. So every Tuesday at 10 a.m., I go live with some type of tip. It's short, it's sweet. I love the interaction and the questions I'm able to do in a live video versus over here with more of a tutorial type video. I don't always share them, so if you really want to be sure to catch them all, be sure to follow me on Facebook. But this one in particular got a lot of great response and I thought it was absolutely worthwhile sharing. So please take a look. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Sorry, my hand is out there in that video. It's been a beautiful weekend. It's a gorgeous morning. Finally, sunshine. I got a chance to go this weekend to go to the Poconos with one of my good girlfriends. And we did some hiking, lots and lots of talking, lots of good talking. We talked about everything from parenting to family, relationships, money, business, all that stuff. And it's funny because we did spend quite a bit of time talking about money, and money is one of those topics that's really hard sometimes to talk about. Lots of times it comes up. In fact, they say that sex is actually easier to talk about than money, which I find that to be very true, to be honest with you. In my business, it's hard to talk about money. Not for me, but other people. But anyway, this one topic kept coming up, not even just, this weekend on my trip, but also in some of my groups that I'm in, this conversation around money and the feelings that it invokes in us. And it invokes some really, really strong feelings. So I thought we'd talk about that a little bit today. We have these beliefs centered around money that are often tied to our early experiences with money. They're formed by our culture, by generations, by our parents' beliefs and value systems, by our grandparents' beliefs and value systems, and we don't really ever stop to think about what it is that we believe about money. In fact, we just operate off of those assumptions. And some of the common assumptions that constantly come up when it comes to money are that, our money validates who we are, that I have a quote that I use, that our value, our self-worth is not equivalent to our net worth. And I put that out there because it so often comes up on a subconscious level for the most part. So many people are on that feeling that our net worth is really tied to our self-worth. We look for that both internal and external validation. And I'm a firm believer that our internal validation, that our worth is completely given to us as a birthright. We are worthy of love and belonging, and nothing we do or say can ever change that. We're worthy of love, but so often we look for that worthiness and that validation through external factors and through money. Money often makes us feel good. It comes up all the time. The way that we spend so many times is a reflection on what we're looking for and that value and that worth. We also look for it as an external validation. And what I mean by that is when we are working, we look for that salary to say, I've made it. The work I'm doing is valuable. If you're a creator and you're creating something and then you're offering that for sale, we look for that price point to say that is what's validating the work that I've done. But that's not true. The validation is not in the money. The validation is in what you've done and the lives that you've changed. It is the love, joy, peace, patience, goodness, kindness, those are the things that really are validating what you are doing. And it doesn't matter what job you have. You could have any job in the world, and I guarantee you there is some element of making somebody's life better. And it does not come down to the money. It is not that. But we have those hang-ups and those thoughts. And again, so often they're set on that subconscious level. We're not even really aware of it. But one of the things that really helped me to kind of think of money differently is to think, because, if I just say that word, just even close your eyes for a second and feel what those feelings are. What are those feelings that kind of come up? Do they feelings of, needing more? Is it feelings of yuck? Do you have those thoughts of like, if someone has a lot of money, they've done something that, maybe not valid to get there? There's different feelings that really do arise. So I want you to think for a second about what those feelings might come up. And again, we tie everything to the flow of money, but money is not good or evil. And so often we put attributes of good and evil on money. Money is good in this sense, it's maybe negative in this sense, but it's not money that is inherently good or evil. And I love this analogy, and I've shared this a couple times with different groups. This is just water. It is water that, is refreshing when we drink it. I'm gonna drink some right now. It's nourishing. It is, it brings life. You think of a stream, right? We have this gorgeous stream, creek, depending on how you say it. I think I say it all different ways. Creek, stream. But it is gorgeous. And we love it in the summertime because we get to go find crayfish. We get to play in the water. We get to do all sorts of things in that creek. It's just so wonderful. But at other times, that creek, I'm sure, water on the earth just nourishes the ground. It helps flowers bloom. We get rain. It helps those flowers bloom. It helps nourish the trees, and it provides a place for animals to drink. We get, our water, from the earth. We drink that. And I need some right now. But too much water applied in the wrong circumstances. So we get, a ton of rain all at the same time. We might have flooding. In fact, I could tell you a story. I won't tell it today. It's a funny story though, of the time that maybe someone, my family and I, may have left our side by side. We have a John Deere Gator by the creek because we got a little stuck, and overnight it rained and we got a little too much rain, and it got flooded, and it was down there, and I couldn't get to it. I will never forget the sound of that water rushing, and the feeling that I felt inside with that gator. I could see just the roll bar and all of this water surrounding it, and I'm like, oh crap. Needless to say, we saved the day, we got it out. Thank you again to Christian and Tony for coming and saving us and getting that out for us. But, flooding can cause a lot of damage. Water applied in the wrong circumstances. How many times has a glass on the table been a sudden freak out moment when your cell phone is laying right next to it and the water pours, or the iPad or the computer? How many times has that been an issue? So water, though, inherently is not good or bad. It's how it's applied. When used in the right place, in the right time, and in the right amount, it can create amazing life. Applied in the wrong sense, and it can kill something. It can cause horrific damage. But again, money is not inherently good or evil. Money is the same way. Did I say money or water? Because I literally was just thinking, did I just say water or money? Water is not inherently good or evil. It's the same with money, though. Money is not inherently good or evil. It has no attributes. It is how we use it. It is how we use it as a resource. And that's today's tip, is if you can wrap your head around the thought that money is a resource, it is something that you use, that you get to be the one that designates how it flows through your life. You get to use it literally and say, I'm going to put money here and I'm going to create whatever you're going to create, whether you're using it to buy food for your family, whether you're using it to create a safe space for your family to live in, whether you're using it to maybe create an experience to enjoy relationship and connection with your family or friends, whether you're using it to help another individual, you or yourself, whether you're using it to nourish your own self, you are the one making those decisions. And here's the thing. I feel like I'm always saying this. The way that you make those decisions, we often feel like we're on autopilot, like we don't have the decision, that we're not in control. But we are so in control. We have way more power, way more choice than we ever give ourselves credit for. And when you're able to harness that power and you start looking at money as a resource that you designate and that you use to create your best life, that's where you start to see more abundance, more life. You experience more joy, more connection, more love in your life, because that's where you are pulling yourself from that place of unconsciousness, of reaction, of just being in the moment of responding to everything going on around you. And you start saying, no, I'm taking this money, this resource, this precious resource that I have, and I'm using it to craft my life. And I'm taking back that control and that decision-making power. That's what that's about. And that's what money is really for. It's just a resource. So just some food for thought. Start thinking about it every time you see water this next week, whether it's a stream, whether it's a puddle, whether it's rain, whether you're drinking it or you're cooking with it. Think about, what is it? What are you using that for? And then think again about the money factor and how is money in your life being used? Are you creating the life you really want to live with that money? And just start recognizing the power that you really do have. I don't know if my connection has been good, because every now and then I see someone watching and then I don't see anything, and normally my notifications come up, but I've had the worst cell service and the worst Wi-Fi lately, so I hope this went through. If it didn't, I'll just re-record it, but hope you all have a really blessed day. And thank you so much for watching. Oh my goodness, and I have to tell you, my YouTube channel is actually up, and I will post the link because I do have that now. And I think I might add this video or something, maybe even a little bit more in depth on this. This is such an important topic. Maybe I'll even do some writing on this one because it's huge. So many of us do have a lot of misconceptions and thoughts when it comes to money, and it brings up lots of emotions. But again, money is a resource just like water, and we have the power to use it to live our best life. So, all right, awesome. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening and watching.